Good morning, folks. Friday morning, you know what's going on out there. It's called the coronavirus. They just shut down the NFL, the NHL, the Miami Open, all of my nonprofit entrepreneurs organization. The fire marshal pulled the permits. So the Center for Disease Control is acting through these fire marshals because you can't have a large gathering unless you have a fire marshal permit and their approval. So there's some really sad times happening here, and I have a feeling it's going to get worse before it gets better. Yes, statistically speaking, you're probably not going to die of this, and 100,000 people around the world are affected. But the point is the fear in the economy, the stock market. I have personal friends who are in the event business and the ticket business who are, they don't know what to do with their staff. I mean, no one's buying event tickets or travel tickets or hospitality. I have friends who are in restaurants, all of these types of things. And it's truly heartbreaking. And some of them are reaching out to the SBA and all that kind of stuff for bailouts to try to hold their staff together over the next 2 months, or who knows, because there's so much uncertainty here that it's just, you don't know if it's fear, if it's panic, if it's real. The government's taking precautions. Maybe we could shut down 100% of our borders soon. I mean, last night I was at a restaurant. It was about half capacity. So it's real, and it's time to do some preparation for this. On another note, when I talk about passive recurring revenue, right? This is what I'm talking about. When you go into certain businesses, right? And I don't want to tout myself or toot my own horn, but the businesses that I'm in, yes, they'll have an effect, but I'm not going to be overnight cash poor because I got to support 100 employees with no revenue. The businesses that I chose to go after, because I lost my butt in 2000 in the tech crash, lost everything in 6 weeks, were passive recurring income that more defense plays, meaning that it's things that like multifamily housing, low income housing, real estate. No matter what happens, people still need a place to live. And yeah, some people may not be able to pay the rent. I may take a little bit of a hit in that situation, but I'm not going to lose the farm. I'm not going to lose the building. When I look at my other businesses like insurance, they still need insurance. Even though we may not be writing as much new business because deals have slowed or things of that nature, the recurring revenue from the insurance business is still rolling in because they're contracts that people pay monthly. So, and it's something that you have to have, right? It's not a luxury item. It's not a ticket. It's not an event. It's something that you have to have. Car insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance for your business and properties. So passive recurring income in a time like this, it's pretty important. This also gives you an opportunity, by the way, to create something, online. A lot of people are going to be going indoors and things like that, but there'll still be people purchasing things. You just got to get creative. I launched Breaking Cats as a brand, right, to have impact on the world, because I can make videos like this and speak to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 people at a time. So this is my pre-launch to showing everyone out there a system on how to create wealth creation through passive recurring revenue. And I'll have a turnkey program for everybody. But again, 2020, the next chapter of Jerry Katz is moving into this world of scalability, recurring passive revenue through the internet and communicating with people like you. I'm constantly evolving and changing. An entrepreneur, I call it AQ. By the way, IQ, you can look at one of my posts. It's dead in the water. That's what they, teach you at school and everything like that. IQ is artificial intelligence in the future. That's what it is, okay? EQ, emotional intelligence, very important. Human connection. But the most important thing, because human connection, especially in times like this, are dropping, right? If everyone goes inside, human connection is going to come from where? Right here on the internet. Videos, things of that nature, virtual reality. That's where things will be going in the future. So the most important thing today is what we call AQ, right? The word's not even out there. Adaptability. Those who will be able to adapt quickly to technology, to crisis, in their businesses, boom, they will survive. AQ, entrepreneurs, problem solvers. Don't get caught in fear and everything. AQ. I'll give you a quick example of an AQ. Let's say I own a comedy club, right? A theater. And this happens, right? They shut down the comedy clubs and the comedy theaters. Who's out of business? The comedy club, the comedians, all of that. Look at the impact on that if this lasts 3, 4, 5, 6 months, right? Or what if the government said all entertainment and travel 25% tax in the future because we need to pay for poors? Immediately your industry changes. Here's AQ, adaptability. What if all of a sudden I developed an app, right, that was a comedy app right here, and the next thing you know is I brought the comedians in to do jokes through an app, and every time, since we have, you know, facial recognition and technology, every time that you laughed, you paid 20 cents, right? The program would say, put your credit card in, for every laugh you pay 20 cents, maximum $5, and the comedian would come on the app, and the facial recognition would say, you're laughing, 25 cents, 25 cents, 25 cents. I just took a comedy theater that was going to go broke because of a change in the markets, a change with technology, and I created an app for the comedians, for my business, and it's probably more profitable that way, and it's more scalable. I can reach 15 million people, right? Not just a theater with a comedy club in a local city or something like that. So that's what I'm talking about. Adaptability. Adaptability today is the key. Now, and by the way, that comedy app, once it builds an audience, is it recurring revenue? Not so much. You're only as good as your next show. But that's an example of adaptability. Right now, if we can come up with a recurring plan, like you pay $10 a month for that app, plus laughing, now we've got recurring passive revenue. Is producing the content. So these are the concepts. I have something big I'm going to launch in the future. It's coming. This is the build-up, the pre-launch. I'm going to offer you a complete system on how to do this with something that everybody needs. Easy video marketing, passive recurring income. So in times like this, you, your family, your community, your staff will be okay. Breaking Cats, I love you.